name's Alohomora with Nerdcore Performance, where we empower active geeks, gamers, and cosplayers to be geeking strong. Let me ask you, do you have a short attention span? Or do you feel the compulsive need to multitask all the time? Or does the thought of just farming just one thing in World of Warcraft make you want to dig a spoon out from behind your eyes and just... Well, if that's the case, then this is the video for you. Today I'm talking about my favorite double-dipping skinning farms. Skinning farms where you kill two birds with one stone, or a little bit less violent than that, you're like eating two pieces of cake with half the calories. That's the best kind. But anyway, I digress. Stick around and hear about my favorite skinning farms where there is something else to gain, like a rare pet, a transmog, even a mount, or some other form of valuable leather. So you're doing 2 farms, maybe 3 farms, maybe 4 farms with one skinning farm. Don't forget to subscribe right there, I believe it is. And feel free to follow me on Twitch, where people make me do burpees for channel points. Yay! So anyway, on with the video. These are in no particular order because I did not feel like ranking them because everyone's got different opinions. So we'll just label the first one number 10, exotic leather and giant dinosaur bones, with a bonus of leatherworking patterns and a bonus of more pets and mounts. Oh my gosh, this one is pretty common, but just in case you have not yet wandered out to the Isle of Giant Cute Beasties, head over there, this is in Panda Land by the way, and slay them all and take their hides. Not only do you get the exotic leather in good quantities, but you can also get a good amount of giant dinosaur bones, which not only sell in the auction house for 1 to 2 gold, but if you're also interested, these bones can also be turned into kuma for pets and the bone white primal raptor mount. This one has the added bonus for leather workers, where if you create magnificent hide out of exotic leather, you can learn a new recipe. You can do 1 of those per day. Then you can also turn magnificent hide into hardened magnificent hide and learn even more. There are about 148 recipes you can learn from these, and you can learn 1 per day per hide, so I guess 2 per day. So it takes about 74 days and a crap ton of exotic leather. So have fun with these and have fun farming those bones, sell them on the auction house, and make some money. Number 9 is Coarse Leather and keys to the Junk Heap Drifter. This one is way out there in Mechagon, but maybe the real farm from this should be Bloodstained Bone, because Coarse Leather is not selling for very much right now, but Bloodstained Bone is actually still selling for a decent amount. It may be late in the expansion, but these are used for a lot of patterns, so still sells relatively well, and you can get a bunch of them skinning. But the real prize here is the Rust Feather drop of the keys to the Junk Heap Drifter, Junkyard, whatever. It's Mechagon. This is a 1 in 300 mount chance. He can have an hour-long respawn time, so if you head over there to Mechagon, go over to this little spot and just start slaying all those cute birds. It's even better when the world quest is up, because then there's going to be a ton of people over there just killing these birds, and you can just slip on in there and skin them all. Good luck on the mount. I literally got mine last week for this, so I'm very excited. All right, number 8, and actually probably number 6, 7, 5, I can count, I really can. Many Whelps! Handle it. These are thick leather and the dark whelpling. Thick leather actually still sells for a decent amount on my server alone, usually about 3 to 6 gold, but you can also craft rugged leather, which is involved in dozens of transmog recipes. But again, the real prize here is the dark whelpling rare. It's about a 1 in 1,000 chance drop. I happened to get this like 1 minute after I turned off the farming video for this. But my favorite place to skin this is the Nixandria's Broodling in New Kargoth in the Badlands. But you can also get the dark whelpling from from other various locations. These ones listed right here. But my other favorite place to go is the Wetlands, which brings us to number 7, which is light and medium leather, and also the tiny crimson whelpling. But oh my gosh, you can also get the dark whelpling here, and also black whelp scales, and also you can get disgusting oozling pet. There's lots of things going on here. So this one's a 3-fer. Head over to the Wetlands, where there are nice, pretty spawns of ebon whelps in a cute little straight line. These are on instant respawn, so you can just kapow them down repeatedly. Kapow, kapow, kapow. Everything in the Wetlands has a chance to drop tiny crimson whelpling, but also drop the dark whelpling. Remember, back to number 8 there, dark whelpling. But they also drop black whelp scale. These right now used to be worth a lot more, but they're still worth about 15 gold on the auction house. They might not move very quickly though, not great sellers anymore, but you can make some sick transmog with the black whelp tunic and the black whelp cloak. Also, might as well kill all the oozlings in that area for a change of scenery and a chance to drop the disgusting oozling pet. So really, you can get kind of like 6 different things of value from this one farm. That brings us to number 6, the rugged leather and the emerald whelpling, and the bonus here is the green whelp scale. The only place you can farm the very rare emerald whelpling is up in the very northwest corner of Feralus. This is where you can skin the noxious whelps for rugged leather and green whelp scales. The scales are still quite pricey on the auction house, but same thing, they might not sell very well. But they are required in making green whelp scale armor and sprite scale armor. Spirit scale? Sprite scale? Can I read? I don't know. I can't read. Sadly, I did not get the emerald whelpling on this video, but I have gotten it in the past. I will be back because I want more green scales and more rugged leather because I need to get more stuff on the auction house because my transmog farming is sad right now. I honestly don't know why I didn't make this next one number 1. Because you know what? We're not going in any particular order, so fuck it. We're still on number 5, Warbear Leather and the Azure Whelpling. Warbear Leather only makes 2 pieces of transmog, Warbear Woolies, which are just fantastic, and I wish every leather wearer and WoW would just have a party and wear nothing but these because they're so great. Anyway, even if you aren't planning on crafting or wearing these, Warbear Leather does sell in the auction house for around 200 gold on my server anyway, but the only place these can be farmed are in Winter Spring, and everything in Winter Spring has the chance to drop the very rare Azure Whelpling. Azure Whelpling. Whatever. So put on your woolies and get that leather and that whelpling. Alright, number 4 on the list is more rugged leather and also green dragon scale, with the added bonus of a lot of rare transmog and the patterns. This one requires doing the Sunken Temple instance over in the Swamp of Sorrows. You go in, you kill all the dragons, skin them, exit, reset, rinse, repeat. This one's a great farm for the green dragon scale, which crafts 3 different pieces of armor, the patterns of which can be found in dun dun dun, the Sunken Temple. And the scales themselves sell for about 100 gold on the auction house. There's also a fair number of transmog items in here, all of which, 2k, 3k, 5k, depending on your server. I'm on a really busy server, so it doesn't sell for much on mine, but most people have better luck with the value of those anyway. So yeah, Sunken Temple. Alright, number 3 is that Dredged Leather and Rubbery Flank, and I think this one might have been mentioned in like maybe 1 or 2 or 100 different videos, but I'm gonna say it here too, so get ready for 101. I specifically like to go to the Snapdragons in Nazjatar. They drop the Dredged Leather, it still drops in price, but it really sells well. And then the Rubbery Flank, which not only drops from the beasties, but also when you skin them, so double dipping on there. Rubbery Frank, I'm sorry, Frank. They make a pill for that. Anyway, Rubbery Flank is used quite a bit in recipes, so it's still high up there on the auction house. On my server, it's usually about 15 to 30 gold each, and you can rack up a couple hundred of them in an hour. If you also want to triple dip and get Dredged Leather, Bloodstained Bone, and Questionable Meat, you can go to the Wolves in the Vale or Hyenas in Oldham. In my personal experience and server, the Rubbery Flank, god damn it, Frank, is still more profitable in the long run, but depending on your server, the addition of the Questionable Meat and Bloodstained Bone might make the other farms more worth it. Alright, down to number 2 with your Savage Leather / Heavy Savage Leather, and you can also get rare patterns, transmog, and a couple of mount chances. This is a little clickbaity, even for me, but it's still one of my favorite farms ever, and that's Savage Leather Farm from Firelands. Yeah, that's such a baity title. Anyway, you're not technically double dipping if you're just going in there to kill all the scorpions and stuff in the bottom and then running back out, although you can get rare patterns and transmog from even then. But you get a lot of Savage Leather and Heavy Savage Leather, which is quite pricey still, and you can get a ton, you trade those in Stormwind or Orgrimmar for your Orgrimmar? I'm not Horde, I don't know. Is it Orgrimmar? Trade those in for more and more patterns. But if you want to just go through once, get some of the Savage Leather and then clear the instance or raid, then the mounts you can get are the Flame Talon of Alice Razor, or the Smoldering Egg of Milligazer. Those are mouthfuls, and I'm terrible at pronouncing shit. Just listen to me try to pronounce names on my stream. As well as a bunch of pets, so it's one of my favorite places to go. Which brings us to number 1, which I already said this is not number 1. These are in no particular order, because honestly, this one is kind of stupid. It's the Fiendish Leather but raw talbook and fossorial bile larva farm up in Argus in the Legion expansion. So the reason this one's a little misleading is because Fiendish Leather crafts nothing good and is worthless on the auction house. So if you're skinning them, I'm sorry, you're just going to end up with a pile of bullshit. But there are two notable drops, the Fiendish Leather farming. One is the Talbooks in Legion's Argus. Specifically, I like to go to Macari or Macari or however the fuck you want to pronounce that. They drop fresh Talbook meat, which can go for 15 to 25k on the auction house. This is a necessary item for hunters trying to tame the Pantheras, of which I believe there are 7. So they still sell, not quickly, but they do sell. I sold quite a bit of them when I was getting my Longboy mount. Also, if you skin these beasts, you get a chance of getting the very rare fossorial bile larva, which goes for 50k on the auction house. I have skinned that creature twice, and I've sold both of them, and it makes me sad. But pretty good drops for a really shitty leather farm. Alright, and that is it, you guys. Thank you, and I hope you found any of this helpful whatsoever. If you're just going to looking to get a little bit more done with your skinning farm. Also, if you have any skinning farms that are like this, double dipping, or anything that I didn't mention, which I'm sure there are a ton, please drop them in the comments below because I would love to try them out. I'm always looking for new and interesting things to do in World of Warcraft, and I am by no means the biggest expert on this. Anyway, don't forget to follow on Twitch and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.